We continue the tuning exams with the written exam. Will Naruto pass? Naruto episode 25. It's all or nothing. It's time for the 10th question. But wait, there's going to be some rules added to this question. Right in the middle, Kankuro comes back, and that is when we get to see Abaki call out his little doll friend. As Kankuro walks back to his seat, we get to see that he was making a cheat sheet the whole time and drops it off on the female Sand Ninja's desk. So now we're going to learn about the hopeless rules. Before we learn about these hopeless rules, we go back to the senseis, and they're talking about Abaki in particular. We get to learn that he is a professional in torture and interrogation. While he's not being physical here, he's using psychological tricks. His true role is a Nabu's torture and interrogation unit marshal of the Hidden Leaf Village. If that twist wasn't enough, another bomb is dropped on top of us. The 10th question is optional. We find out what happens if you don't choose to answer this question. You get a 0 and everyone on your team fails. Wait, there's one more rule. Another bombshell is dropped. If you answer this question incorrectly, you replenish your right of taking the tuning exam forever. Suddenly, Kaiba gets out of his seat and he calls this out as some sort of bluff. Look, there's many people here that have took the tuning exams multiple times, and Abaki just goes, I make the rule this year. After learning these two rules, everyone is clearly nervous, but we get to see what Sakura is thinking. It's an impossible choice for anyone with normal nerves. Yet again, the tension builds. Let's begin. Those who will not be taking it, raise your hands. Naruto is thinking about what he wants to do. Does he try to answer and get the question wrong, or does he raise his hands and make his whole team fail? After seeing various exits, Sakura is thinking about Naruto. She wants him to accomplish his dreams, and so she was about to raise her hand when suddenly she sees something. That Naruto himself has already gave in and raised his hand. If you thought he was going to give up, you're wrong. He takes that hand, he slams it on the table. Don't underestimate me. I won't run. I'll take it. But even if I'm stuck being a Genin forever, I will become a Kage, no matter what it takes. Abaki, I'll ask again. It's a choice that will alter your life. If you want to quit, now is your chance. Naruto fires back. I'm not going to take back my words. That is my way of ninja. Due to everyone's determination up to this point, they have passed. Just like us, Sakura is very confused and asks, what about the 10th question? And we come to find out there wasn't a 10th question at all. Well, you can actually look at the choice as the 10th question. As for the other 9 questions, it's to test your individual ability to gather information, just like Sasuke thought. Of course, we go into unnecessary detail that this exam was created under the premise that you all would cheat. Now, here's one detail that's pretty interesting. There was actually 2 tuning in the group who knew all the answers. That's who they were actually supposed to cheat off of. Yet again, things get interesting. Baki goes, those who just fully cheated naturally were disqualified. At the same time he's talking, he takes off his cover and headband. That's because information, depending on the time and situation, it'll be more valuable than life. And in a mission or on a battlefield, you will always have to risk your life to fight for it, as he shows his head. And to go one step further, when an enemy figures out you know their information, that information you have may not be correct, and that could end up in you putting others in danger. Coming back to the 10th question, it's actually quite interesting. So, there is a reasoning behind it. It's got to do with basically putting your trust into your teammates and making the right decision. There's going to be times when you have missions that you're not going to be able to back out of. No matter how risky or dangerous it may be, showing your courage to your teammates in a tight spot and the ability to get through the hardships, this is the quality that is needed in a tuning troop leader. In a pinch, there are those who cannot risk their own fate, and those who waver and give up their chances, because they think they will have another chance. I believe that such fools who don't have strong determination have no right to become a tuning. For those of you who chose to take on the question, you can say that you have successfully answered the difficult 10th question. You shall be able to take on the adversity that may lie in your way. You've passed through the gates. Just like that, the first exam for the tuning exam has been completed. While Naruto is celebrating, out of nowhere, someone comes busting through the window. With such a grand entrance, it's the proctor of the second exam, Anko. Another shocker is dropped on us. Anko is quite surprised on the amount of people still here, so she plans to drop more than half of them in the second exam. For now, everyone is dismissed. They'll be getting the details tomorrow from their Jonin teachers. And with the shocking ending, they're at the location, which is the 44th Training Ground, also known as the Forest of Death. Honestly, my favorite part of this episode was the 10th question. Just the way that Abake was explaining everything and even giving everyone a pat on the back was just chef kiss. I thought that was fantastic. Now, we get to the next part, and things are looking a little intense on this second test. The Forest of Death was certainly a name drop, and I am just so prepared because, man, when I say this, it's big. Those that have not seen it, this is getting big, and if you know things are about to go down. So if I was going to rate this episode, I'm going to say it's a nice 8-7, and that ending gave me some excitement. Tell me what your guys' thoughts are on Naruto episode 25. Hope you stay safe, and until next time, peace out, guys.